Come with me.
Oh, wait, is there something else down here? I mean, there has to be, because aside from going back the way I came, this was the only way to go. Yeah, I guess I'll check. Oh, you just fell out of the ceiling. Yeah, I'll just check this place out. I guess there's something else. I know, I'm checking it. Ooh. Okay, this is cool looking. Whatever this is, wherever I am.
I'm sorry.
Oh! What? Oh, it's a snow elven shade. Nice try, lady. I don't think so. And now the ghost is scared. Was this gonna be sort of a resolution to the, to this quest that I've been doing of sorts? Oh, she's back. She's back with a vengeance. Or that's another one. I don't know, they all look the same. That's not racist, they're Falmer. Oh, I'm sorry I hit her again. It's because I keep on attacking. Oh. Oh, each of these little guys is gonna be a shade. That's why they're flying up to her, isn't it? Wait. Yep, okay, I was right. She keeps on getting possessed by the Falmer souls. And they corrupt her and turn her into an ancient Falmer shade. That's really cool. Or, sorry, an ancient snow elf shade. That's actually really, really nicely done. I'm very happy about how they're doing this. Look how angry she is for the split second before she transforms. The shade is weakening. Keep it up. Yeah, there's only one soul left. I feel so bad for this ghost. She gets possessed, and then I attack her, and then she has a few seconds of peace before she knows that it's going to happen all over again. I feel terrible about this, but there's nothing I can do. Oh. Okay. For a second, I thought she just exploded, and she wasn't going to come back as a shade. Just think, if I had just killed this ghost, this never would have been an issue. This never would have happened. Like, if this ghost wasn't here, this wouldn't possibly happen, I'm pretty sure, because then the shades would have nothing to possess. Oh, no. Oh, no, they're all transforming her now. Yeah, okay, this is gonna be a boss fight. Oh. Oh, okay, I passed their trial. Friend of Falmer added. Is that an effect? Friend of Falmer, ghostly snow elven remnants are summoned to accompany you for a short time. While they are present, the wrath of Falmer is subdued, and they will not attack you unless provoked. Oh! So I don't need to worry about Falmer attacking me anymore. So I'm definitely glad that I came this way then. Oh, that's really cool. Now, is there a way to lower this so I can get out of here? Huh? No? Guess not. I hope so. So I have to go out that way because it's the only way out. The way I came, I can't get back up there, so I have to find a switch or something. And so far, I just haven't seen anything, so I really hope I find it, otherwise I'm just stuck in here forever. Oh, okay, so this melts. There's another, one of these sections where you can actually melt the ice. It kind of looked like it was, ice that I could melt, but I wasn't sure. Because there was something about the texture that looked different than regular ice in Skyrim. So hopefully the switch is down there then. I'm so glad I thought of that. If I hadn't thought of that, I would have been stuck here, because clearly the switch isn't up here. I've been looking for probably a minute or two now. Which I know that's not that long, but still. There we go. Escape the icy chamber. Completed. Wait, what was in the other one? I should probably check in case there is something else cool down there. Not a switch, obviously, but got a chest. Hey, there we go. Wraith's Bite. A chance to paralyze the victim for 6 seconds and delivers 6 points of poison and frost damage each for 6 seconds. Alright, nice. Glad I went down there, then. Glad I went down both of those. Glad I figured it out. I mean, there was nothing else to do or to check, so I would have had to figure it out eventually. Open this chest. Nothing that I really care about. Sliding panels. Open that baby up. Alright, and we're home free. So back to Calselmo, and then back to the museum as well. Hey, Calselmo, how's it hanging?
I have things to study. What is it?
Well, I found this staff in Urkenthand.
Well now, would you look at that?
Yes, indeedy.
I never imagined we'd find something like this. This is exactly what I need to complete my research.
Yeah, I kind of need these for the museum,
What?
by the way.
Oh, goodbye.
No, I'm not done yet.
I've discovered in Nashuan Zel will make history one day.
Well, it just so happens that I found this staff in the Temple of Zrib.
Excellent work. I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, it's unique.
Thank you. Here, this is for you.
I would rather have these things from the museum, but sure. So this should wrap things up here. No?
You've made an important contribution to the advancement of my research. Here, take a look at this. Consider this artifact discovered in Nashuan Zel yours. I've no use for it.
Snowfall added. Also, can we just take a second to say it's like, oh, that's kind of insulting. It's like, well, I don't need this, so I guess I might as well give it to you then. It's like, yeah, thanks. Snowfall. Ooh. That's a unique bow. Enemies hit with this bow suffer slow and steady frost damage for a time, are slowed, and are also overcome by a feeling of serenity. So they just don't attack me then? And they're slow, they just become peaceful. You don't, I mean, he doesn't have any use for it because he's not a fighter, but that seems pretty cool. That seems pretty useful, so I'll take it, yeah. I'm not gonna complain. And then I guess I should just go back to the museum and drop off all of these things as well.
You're back. Wonderful.
Oh, hello.
I trust things fare well. I found an odd weapon from a Dunmer trader, and it turned out to be something rather impressive. Here, have a look, and place it on display if you like.
Alright, that's simple enough. I've just been in the library putting up everything that I possibly could find, and he just gave me Thornblade. I still have a lot of my inventory that I need to put up, so let's take a look. Thornblade, I do recognize the name, just as one of the items that I did need to get. Thornblade causes 5 points of extra damage, effective against undead. Awesome. So I'll just go about my business, keep putting everything up, and we'll get to that as well.
Yes, I'd imagine with all these relics you're finding, you must be bringing back lesser items tenfold. I think I may be able to help you with that, though. I have many contracts in the trading world, in case a rare or unique artifact surfaces. I can make arrangements to liquidate your surplus spoils. I would most likely only be able to get about 30% of the value of the item to start,
Oh.
with the merchants willing to pay a bit more after we've proven the worth of your goods. Also, the merchants would like to see in person any enchanted items you are made if they are able to pay premium for them. So, continue to sell those yourself, but they will purchase any found relics with enchantments, sight unseen.
Alright. Sounds good to me. I saw that he had a new dialogue option, so I figured I'd ask him what it was about.
Very well then. Just put anything you want sold into the sell cart in the safe house, and every day I'll see to it that some of the items get sold off. And I'll put the proceeds of the sales in a lockbox on the desk by the safe house door.
Alright.
I'll start selling things off in a few days, so you have plenty of time to sort through your wares.
But still, let me just keep on putting everything where it's supposed to go. Oh, alright. I just read a book in the library for the gallery, and it just gave me a quest to find yet another item. So that's very fortunate. There are ways to, you know, kind of go through and find quests that will lead you to some of the artifacts that you need to find, which is very, very useful indeed. I know that there is one that I have to go back to by the Lunar Forge. I did see people comment on that, so I will be going back there to start that quest as well. I do want to just take a look at the archaeology workstation. Since I do have plenty of fragments now, I can make a... Well, I just want to see what is available. I could make a Falmer Hexene Shrine if I had 3 more fragments. Well, I don't have enough to make anything. I could make the, ooh, the Morrowind Dwemer pictures and everything like that. That's very nice indeed. Well, I need to find more fragments, essentially, so I just gotta keep looking and keep an eye out for all of that. So let's see. Aryan's notes, Dagger of Simicus. I found a journal of Aryan's that talks about the Dagger of Simicus and how he theorizes that it may be held by some sort of ritualist on Solstheim near Fricht Peak, perhaps. If I find myself on Solstheim, I should keep an eye out. Alright. Well, first things first, I'm gonna head towards... ooh, what is this? Oh, these are the Dwarven volumes. Okay. I'm gonna head over back to the Lunar Forge area because there is a quest that I can start there, apparently. So in the first video that I made for Legacy of the Dragonborn, I did come through the Silent Moon camp, and people did say I should have checked this Sargonian over here, and his knapsack. Malrus's knapsack. Get a cabbage, gold, Song of the Return. I just don't read the journal. I'm like, oh no, I don't need that, and I just leave. How mad would people get about that? I just can't shake these fools. Everywhere I go, there is another one of them on my tail, I swear. If the Brotherhood were half as relentless, they would still be a plague upon Tamriel. It seems that I am going to have a full circle and return to the vault where I found Hircine's Spear of the Hunter, entombed away so many ages before. I stumbled upon a strange, runic shrine on the largest mass of land in the marshes south of Solitude, some distance to the west of Dead Man's Respite. When I touched the stone, it began to glow, and a beam of light shone like a beacon to the southeast of there. I traveled in that direction for what must have been 3 weeks and never found anything out of the ordinary. Months later, I was in the Southlands near Helgen and spotted what I swore was some snow elven ruin just south of Riverwood. And when I went to investigate, I discovered a small shrine that behaved in much the same way, glowing and projecting a light after touching it. This one pointed north, presumably towards the same place the first runestone was indicating. It had me intrigued, to say the least. It wasn't until almost a year later that I happened upon a third marker, which lay high above the dragon shrine at Mount Antler. This adventurer gets around, or he did get around, he's dead. This one was Dwemer in nature, and when touched, light shone from the eyes of the Dwemer bust there, just like the others. After that, there was a rumble in the earth. The light was pointing to the southwest, and so I aimed to triangulate where these lights might be pointing. When I marked my map, it revealed that the center location was likely the Silent Moon's ruins, or someplace right near it. I wasted no time and began a long excavation into the Silent Moon's ruins. I hired some mercenaries for protection and a couple of diggers, and we delved deep, eventually finding a lost basement off one of the ruined tower sections where Metal Hatch resided. The hatch opened easily, despite looking as if many had tried to pry the door open over the many decades it was here. Inside lay an ornate Daedric spear. I surmised that this vault had been built with the express intention of sealing the spear away, and involved the collective efforts of the Dwemer, Snow Elves, and Ancient Nords. I held on to the spear for some time until I lost it to a group of bandits that continued to pursue me in an effort to find whatever else I might be hiding from them. No matter what I did, they kept finding me, probably due to the powers of the spear. My only remaining secret is the Codex, a grand book of ancient make which holds boundless knowledge. It seems that the more I travel and uncover, the more powerful it becomes. It isn't a spell tome per se. In fact, it behaves entirely unlike one. Instead, the book seems to relay knowledge of various subjects and imparts powers on a daily basis depending on what is researched within its pages. You merely have to open the book and turn the page, and a new topic appears on the pages. It's really quite an astonishing item. It says astounding, I said astonishing. So it seems that I may be making my final stand. I have sealed away the Codex in the vault which I discovered the spear in, and the doors have locked tight, not type. All I can do now is wait. Well, I'm gonna take his journal, and well, now I need to find a way in. Started the Book of Wonders. Okay, so now I have to go and touch each of those monuments. Let's do that first, because why not? And that should hopefully open this baby up, because that's what it seems to be. It seems that him touching the three the monuments, it was like, oh, okay, this guy, he's good to go in. Alright, so let's just pull up the map and see where they all are. And we'll start by Forebear's Holdout. Now, as many people in the comments have noted in previous videos, as well as the mod author who was responsible for helping port this over to Special Edition, this mod is best played on a brand new save for Skyrim, playing it from the beginning of your save game, playing it through, you know, the main story, the main quest lines, all that kind of stuff. And, well, maybe I should have done a little bit more research on that before I started playing this mod, but at the same time, I would not have made a new character for this mod and then played through the whole game. And just, because the problem is with that, I would have had to record all of Skyrim from beginning to end, and then, you know, I'd be recording that whole time, and anytime one piece of the mod came up. Anytime something from the mod came up, I'd be like, okay, now this is the one clip that makes it in. And that probably would have been like 20, 30, 40 hours of recording for like however many times I find an artifact that is placed along the main route of the mod. So, Legacy of the Dragonborn works really well for, say, a modded playthrough. If I had been doing the modded playthrough with Legacy of the Dragonborn from the get-go, that probably would have been pretty good. One of the reasons I didn't was just because of the fact that, well, I had a lot of mods on my modded playthrough, and I was really concerned about just compatibility, even though Legacy of the Dragonborn is meant to be rather compatible with a lot of mods. Just with the amount of stuff that I had, I was concerned. It's like, alright, this might be something that breaks my game. And if it does, it's not the mod's fault, it's my fault. So that's just something that I did keep in consideration, because I knew about Legacy of the Dragonborn. I knew how much everybody loved it, how fondly everyone spoke of it. So I am glad to finally be playing it, even if I'm not playing it necessarily in the correct way, because I am doing this with a character who has beaten the story, beaten all the quests, so there are going to be some artifacts that I am locked out from, potentially. But then, hey, that's where console commands come in. I can always use console commands to get some of the artifacts that I may have missed because I accidentally skipped over them by downloading a save game that has everything beaten. You get over here. Like I said, fantastic mod. So happy to finally be playing it. It feels like it's been too long, to say the very least. And, well, let me just try to figure out where this little thing is, and then hopefully I'll remember what I was going to say. Because I said and I was like, wait, what was I going to say? No, I don't remember. I'm 80 years old. I forget everything I'm going to say. All the time. It's terrible. Alright, took a while to get up here, but I made it. And I remember what I was going to say. What I was going to say... Ooh. Oh, we have an axe here. What I was going to say is that... the way that this mod works, or at least in terms of progressing the story of the mod along, is that you have to... Let me just see what's in these chests. You have to display more and more items on in the display stands in the museum itself, and that is what will move the mod along. Dwarven Axe of Siphoning. I feel like I might be able to put that on display. So, I believe the first requirement is get 100 items on display, the second is to get 300 on display, and then the third is to get 400 items on display. So we have quite some time before we hit any of those. So there's going to be a lot of downtime. There's going to be a lot of stuff that is cut and edited out as I tried to get a lot of these artifacts. Fortunately, I still have some at Lakeview Manor, so I can always just take stuff from there, put it in the museum, and hopefully that will get me where I need to be. Like I said, this is a collection mod, so I am just doing what I can to make this a very succinct playthrough, a very succinct series, trying not to leave in too much stuff that doesn't necessarily need to be in, trying to move everything along rather than just wasting your time, because there's no point in that. Why am I going to waste your time? I'm not an asshole in that regard. I'm just an asshole in every other regard. Sometimes, you know. Retrieve Maurus's Codex, because yes, that's going to triangulate the position. And by triangulate, I mean I already knew where it goes. I already knew it went back to Silent Moon's camp. But it seems like the trick is going to be just reading through books, trying to find more and more quests that will lead me to different artifacts. That or I just have to go dungeon diving, just randomly dungeon diving, to try and find these places, to try and find, you know, where there might be more and more artifacts. So we'll see. But there's essentially going to be a lot of stuff that's edited out, and a lot of stuff that... there's just going to be a lot of recording time, essentially. There's going to be a lot of raw recording that I'm going to have to sit through and edit out. And you know what? That's fine. Maurus's Codex. I love the look of this book, by the way. Maurus's Codex is simply brimming with knowledge of all kinds, depending on which Legacy of the Dragonborn supported mods you have loaded in your game. The Codex will provide more and more options in the form of daily powers that will assist you in a number of ways. See the Spell Power tab for detail. Completed the Book of Wonders. Too bad I can't get the staff. I want the staff. I mean, I know that they killed you for it, and that's why you don't have it, but Man, do I want it. Oh! Oh, that was a painting. I need the paintings. Okay. Oh, that's perfect. Alright, because I need to get paintings to put up in the museum, so I have to just keep an eye out. They just look like rolled up scrolls, so... Goody, goody. Alright. Well, let's take a look at this Book of Wonders. So what is it? Malris's Codex. The Codex can be utilized once per day. You will be given a menu of options to choose from depending on which legacy supported mods you have loaded. When you select an ability, bonus, or special power, it can be used once or will continue to apply its passive effect until it's refreshed the next day. You will find a list of mods the Codex supports and what they offer. Skyrim unique treasures. Locate 1 unique treasure chest. Ethereal weapons and armor. 30% chance of finding Ethereum ore. And 5% chance of Ethereum ingots inside of Dwemer boss chests. Fossil mining. 5% better chance of finding fossils when mining / excavating. Captured fairies mod. Don't have that. Something fishy. I don't have that. I don't have any of these mods so far. Grey Kelv Nocturnal. Man, I don't have any of these mods installed. Grey Kelv Nocturnal, Fallscar, or Worm's Tooth. Well, Worm's Tooth is not available for Special Edition because, unfortunately, the mod author got rid of it. Which is a shame. That was a fun mod. That was a good mod. I miss Worm's Tooth. That was really good. It really was. It was one of the first really fleshed out new land mods for Skyrim, and the story wasn't too long, but you know what? It was great. It was really, really enjoyable. And I kind of wish it would come back. I really, really do. But I'm going to go pick up some more artifacts from Lakeview Manor, put that in the museum, and we'll try to move all of this along. Oh. Hello, Mr. Courier.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Oh! A note from Calcelmo. Alright. A note from... Another letter from Calcelmo, a note from Calcelmo. George, thank you again for assistance in New Chanzel. Oh, wait, that's the same one as before. Another letter from Calcelmo. George, I want to thank you again, once again, for your efforts in recovering these snow elven artifacts. Without you, they would have likely remained lost to time. I've gleaned what I can from the relics, and my experimentations have restored them to what I can only assume is their original power. Deeper research has revealed that these staves were each held at one time or another by champions of the various orders of the Snow Elves. The staff from Alftan was held by the priestess of the Sky Sisters. The staff recovered from Erkenthand was held by the Snow Prince himself, the very same notable Snow Prince, who was thought labeled as such by the Nords, who brought about his inevitable demise. The last was the staff of the Sun Prince, evidently a powerful arch-curate of Ariel. I finished gathering what useful information I can from them, and being snow elf in nature, they don't really have a fitting place in my museum, so I've decided to donate them to the museum in Solitude. I've sent them along to Aryan at the museum to be displayed. Okay, I already saw them at the museum, so I guess I guess it's a very slow courier. Alright, awesome. And is that the only thing that he gave me? Because it said items added. Because this is just... That's the same letter that I got before. Okay. In that case, it seems like we are all good. And then this is the curator's guide that you can pick up from the museum itself. You must be inside a museum area. Oh, sorry. Okay, I think that tells me how many things I have on display, so I'll check that next time I'm in the museum for sure.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
Trouble.
Another victory for the Dawn Guard.
The Dawn Guard.